Let's go, let's go, let's go. Please ball here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my stardom, situm wide receivers for what? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Please ball here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my stardom, situm wide receivers for week 3. So you're going to see two boxes there with the versus sign. On the top is the away team. On the bottom is the home team. I will give you a green bar, a yellow bar, and a red bar. Green obviously must start. Yellow will be in the middle, and we'll talk about if I should flex them or not. Red is a must sit. And as always, guys, if you like the content, like and subscribe. Help your boy out. I am chasing 1,000 subs. All the support is appreciated. I'm trying to bring you the best fantasy football content to help you win your leagues. And let's start balling, baby. Starting off with game 1, it is going to be the Thursday night kickoff of the Giants at the 49ers. Now, you're going to see green, yellow, yellow here for the Giants, and you're going to be like, why, right? So the explanation here for Isaiah Hodgins. So Isaiah Hodgins had 14 points last week and a touchdown. He was someone I was very high on as my sleeper of the year all preseason, tweeting it. I love Isaiah Hodgins. But I have all these guys in a possible flex play this week. So if you look at Jalen Hyatt last week, he had 89 yards. He's the deep ball threat extended, same as Darius Slayton. They could catch a touchdown on a bomb anytime. But they're going to be behind in this game by a lot. The massive volume of passing that the Giants will get will be through the roof. I mean, I can see Daniel Jones throwing 50, 60 attempts in this game. There's no Saquon Barkley. It's going to be ugly. But the possibility for points is there. I mean, I could see them down 20 points and Darius Slayton breaking one or Hyatt breaking one. The problem is choosing which one. So I put them all in yellow. But I think Isaiah Hodgins is a safe flex play this week. Like 100%, you can flex him over other wide receivers down the road that I'll get into. But I like Hodgins in green, Slayton and Hyatt in yellow as possible deep dart throws or DFS, or if you're doing the Thursday game, I like them to catch a bomb because the volume is going to be massive. Heading over to the Niners side, I almost put Debo in yellow because what I was just talking about, I think this game is going to get out of hand so quick. I mean, without Saquon, the Giants are just doomed. I mean, I'll be surprised if they stay within 20 in this game. So if Debo doesn't score early, it's going to be trouble. But I have him in green because I don't even know if Ayuk's going to play. He's a legit game time decision. We're not going to need Ayuk to beat the Giants. They might just sit him. They might as well save him, stay healthy. He could be out. So if he's out, then I'll put Debo in green 100%. But it's still kind of a, load management. I don't know how much, like my video before too with CMC, I don't know how much he's going to play. So this is one of those kind of like watch out games, but I like the volume for the Giants receivers in this game. Heading on down to Cincy and Monday night, it is going to be the Rams at the Bengals. I got to start with this guy from the Rams, man. Puka Nacua, NFL record in targets through 3 games. Fantasy record in points for a rookie through 2 games as a wide receiver, and he wasn't even drafted. I mean, it's insanity, the value and volume that this guy is getting and has in fantasy football. It's a must start every week. I mean, I was wrong week 2. I was like, sit Puka, the Niners are going to shut him down. No, McVay is coaching an absolute gem. He has these receivers all over the place. He's running motions, Z-back around, like reverses. It's insanity. It's beautiful to watch. Tutu Atwell coming off a 100-yard game in week 2, or in week 1, goes into week 2, drops another 15-point game. He is now a must start with this offense. And Puka is going to start to draw the attention now because he's becoming a highlighted name. Everyone's going to watch out for Puka. Then boom, here comes Tutu Atwell. He looks good as well. Van Jefferson, I thought at the beginning of the year would be the guy that we'd be talking about like Puka. Van Jefferson is a ghost. He is red. I know that Cooper Kupp is out, but I put him in yellow so you can start to think of a buy now, right? I mean, if you're watching this Rams offense, this is absolutely something you want. I mean, you want to go get Cooper Kupp right now. You could probably, like, if you have 4 running backs or something, sling one or, package something together. This is going to be amazing value if he can stay healthy. It is a huge risk. He is 30, coming off a hamstring twice now. That is also something to think about in the trade. So don't drop too much value because there's a lot of risk that comes with it. But that is something you should think about. The Bengals side, man. The Rams secondary is young, and beatable. These are superstar wide receivers. I saw the update today that Joe Burrow says he's feeling better with the calf. He just doesn't look himself. if Burrow plays, this is a smash Bengals T. Higgins game right here. But if Burrow sits and you're looking at Browning at quarterback, I would obviously move them to yellow. But I would still put Jamar Chase in green. I mean, he should eat. He should be toasting these guys. I feel like this is the game he bounces back. If not, I'm going to get really, really worried. I'm already kind of worried, but I'm going to raise the bar to like a 9 or a 10 if they don't pop off this game right here. Tyler Boyd, I'm going to stick in a red. He could catch a touchdown here and there like a deep league, but I'm not going to put him in yellow or anything. Heading down to the Bears Chiefs game in Arrowhead Stadium. So Justin Fields, man, to start off with the Bears here, he's got to wake up. Like, this is the same thing with like Jamar Chase I was just talking about. The panic meter is at about 8.5, about to tip over the scale right now if he doesn't perform in this game. I honestly like Fields to bounce back here, and I own him in one league, in one of my big leagues, and I don't even know if I'm going to start him. But DJ Moore in the green. This guy was open so much last game, and Fields didn't hit him. He still dropped 100 yards. He had a big game. Darnell Mooney got hurt, so I don't know the update on him yet. I don't think if he's in or out yet. It's still questionable, so I put him in yellow. This is a flying game. I mean, he could get points in this game too. Chase Claypool. I mean, I don't know what to say about Chase Claypool. This guy is just not the guy. For the Chiefs side, though, I was high on the bounce back for Kadarius Toney last week off of the Butterfinger week 1 where he cost them the win to the Lions. That's 100%. He did kind of bounce back. He got 6 points. That's a bounce back from 0. I still think he's like a flexible play. I mean, anytime you have Patrick Mahomes and you're an elite speedster receiver, you're going to get open, and he's going to get you the ball. So, and Sky Moore got a touchdown last week. Both of them are risky, but both of them have value to me. MBS is still red. But like if you're riddled by injuries or something with like your running backs of Aaron Jones or Nick Chubb or Saquon Barkley or something like that, and you need a flex play, I could see them going into flex play this week. Fly, Eagles, fly. This is gonna be versus the Bucks. This is gonna be the AJ Brown, Devonta Smith 30-point combined between them duo wide receiver game. Tampa Bay is very good at stopping the run. They are not good at stopping the pass. But there's a little, like, I'm still kind of worried after watching that Thursday night game with the Eagles and Vikings. Like, the new offensive coordinator, they don't look like the full offense is clicking yet. I do think it'll come around like week 3 or 4 or 5, down the road here. But they're going to eat versus this defense. Both these receivers, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, are both top 10 in snap shares. It's 94, 92%. They never come off the field. These are, automatic starts, easy. Heading over to the Bucs side, man, I was super, super wrong with Mike Evans. I thought 10th year, this guy's getting old. Baker Mayfield, dude, this guy looks like he's a rookie right now. He's balling out of his mind, catching 60-yard deep bombs, getting contested balls. And the Philadelphia secondary is riddled with injuries, man. So Tampa Bay could have a lot of volume. It just depends on, well, I guess if I'm looking at it that way, if, I watched Philly run the clock out versus Minnesota because Minnesota's run D is trash, but Tampa's run D is good. So I don't know if they'll be able to run the clock out like, DeAndre Swift goes for 180. That's not happening against Tampa. So unless he breaks like an 80-yarder through the middle or something like that. But I'm going to say that this is a high passing volume game from both quarterbacks, probably like 550 in the air combined in this game. Mike Evans, a must start. Actually, there's no way you could ever say bench after what he's done already. And this is a Godwin game. The slot and tight end is where Philly struggles the most. And this is 100%, even like Kate Otten. I'll get to that in my tight end video. But this is a Chris Godwin game. This should be Godwin over Evans. Evans will draw Slay, but still, Slay couldn't even stop Jefferson. But I don't think anyone can stop Jefferson. The Philly D is shambles right now, guys. So I like both the superstars from both these teams 100% this week. Gardner Minshew. It's going to be the Colts at the Ravens, man. This is going to be rough for if Anthony Richardson passes concussion protocol. From the updates I'm seeing, it doesn't look like he's going to. It looks like it'll be Gardner Minshew, but he's probably an upgrade passing anyways. So for Michael Pittman, he has been the absolute steal of fantasy drafts. He is top 10 in snap share percentage at 91% or whatever for the Colts, or 90% for the Colts. He's number 8 overall in snap share. Number 10 overall wide receiver. The volume, he's getting 10 targets a game average. It is a massive, massive steal with Michael Pittman right now. To the moon this week. He's going to be a must start for me 100%. Well, I keep my must starts out of top 10, so maybe not. But a random little note here. I have Alex Pierce and Josh Downs in red. But Alex Pierce has also played 95% of snaps this season. He is out there all the time. He's just not producing. Could be rookie quarterback. Anthony Richardson will get better. I should have put him in yellow probably just because the amount of time he's out there. But I'm going to go with red for now. Zay Flowers. I had him as a boom play last week. Didn't get it. Now he gets the Colts defense. They are number 2 worst versus the pass in the NFL. He's got to score here, man. Just get this guy in open space. Zay Flowers is electric. What was really worrisome to me, though, watching last week was the Ravens. It looked like OBJ was back in his prime, man. It was Lamar Jackson to OBJ all game until he had that little nagging injury. We don't know the update of the injury yet, if he's going to sit out or not. He's probably going to sit, but I have him in yellow either way. But OBJ looks like he's going to have some value after all. And I didn't really see that coming, but if he can stay out there and stay healthy, he looked like Lamar's go-to guy, which makes me mad because I love Zay. But if you have Rashad Bateman, it might be time to cut bait, like pun intended. He's 28% snaps, 31% snaps. I don't know what is going on. He was supposed to be this wide receiver 1. I saw tons of people, huge expert analysts, tweeting out before the season started, Rashad Bateman's going to prove why he's the wide receiver 1. Nah, I was on my do not draft list with Rashad Bateman. That was absolute nails. I don't trust the guy at all. You can probably drop him to your waiver wire now at this point. The old Browns-Titans game right here, man. This was super tough for me. Amari Cooper, this is a smash play, and David Njoku, which I'll get to in my tight end, this is a smash play. The Titans are a run-stopping front, but they do not stop the pass. This should be an Amari Cooper explosion game right here. Like, this should be a 20-point Amari game, or, Elijah could pop off. That's why I have Elijah in yellow. DPJ has been a huge disappointment. And Deshaun Watson, man, I mean, how many times are we going to let this guy go with he's not ready yet? He's had the time. It is time to show up, bro. Like, this is a game where you should have 300 yards passing for Deshaun Watson because they are not going to run the ball here. You're not going to see Jerome Ford get 100 yards like last week. That's not happening. So I have Amari Green, Elijah Yellow, DPJ Red. Titans side now. So this is kind of the same thing with the Browns. The Browns and Denzel Ward just got hurt. We don't know if he's playing or not. He's questionable. I'm pretty sure he's going to play. I mean, it's a big game. You're 1-1. But DeAndre Hopkins didn't see anything last game. I feel like they're going to feed him this game. And I'm putting Treylon Burks in green because he's going to be one of my bold predictions for a 40-plus yard touchdown this week. I just feel it. I don't know why. I just feel it's going to happen. Not much to go on, but the Browns secondary is not bad, but I feel that's why I have him in green because he's going to be one of my bold predictions. So if you want to flex start him, it's risky. I'm just putting him in green because he's going to be on my tweet as a bold prediction play this week. The Steelers and the Raiders. George Pickens, my guy. He is electric, but I just don't know if Kenny Pickett is actually good. Like, everyone got excited over the preseason, and his numbers were unbelievable. Perfect QBR. Dude, you were playing against the 3s and the 4s, man. Now you're playing against the 1s, the big boys. The Steeler offense looks really bad, guys. But Pickens with Deontay Johnson out looks good. And I'd like George Pickens a lot. I just need to see more volume. He popped off a play action for 70 yards and only had 4 targets, man, in a game that there was a lot of passing volume. Like, it's worrisome, but I'm still really high on George Pickens, so he's green. Allen Robinson, I put in yellow. I liked Allen Robinson last week too. Didn't work out. The Raiders really struggle versus the slot receiver. So Allen Robinson, if you are riddled with injuries or you need a deep league flex play, I like Allen Robinson as a kind of floor play here. Not too super excited about it, but the volume should be there. So that's something I like. Raiders side, Devontae Adams will always be green. I'm a huge Tay fan. Huge Tay fan, but I wasn't a huge Tay fan coming into this year. I was like, maybe he's going to have a down year. He's the guy. There's no question about that. Jacoby Myers being back now after he got blasted in week 1. I mean, that was a dirty cheap shot, man. So he absolutely murdered his first game. I mean, how can you not like a guy that is on the other side of Devontae Adams? he's not like an average. He's an above average wide receiver. So if Devontae Adams is going to draw all the attention, Jacoby Myers is a must start. He was an absolute league winner in week 1 if you played him at wide receiver or DFS or whatever it was. Monster game. When it comes to Hunter Renfrow, the Raiders got to start looking at like a trade play here or something. Like Hunter Renfrow was all tweeting all preseason that I'm bringing back this year. I'm bringing it all back. He's done absolutely nothing. Hunter Renfrow should be on the trade block, definitely on your waiver wire. Nothing special there. Josh Allen and Diggs head into the Commander Town. Stephon Diggs always green. No point to go there. Gabe Davis now had his pop-off game last week, but that's what Gabe Davis does. He gives you 1 pop-off game and then 3 duds, and then week 7 he'll drop a 30 bomb and you'll get back excited and think about putting him in your lineup, and then a 0. He's so inconsistent. I'm going to put him at yellow probably every week until he shows me some consistency, because he always has the opportunity to do it but doesn't do it. Deontay Hardy, Khalil Shakir, both red. Nothing to talk about there. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, and Curtis Samuel are all on my playable this week. I believe that the Bills are going to get ahead in this game. You're not going to see the Brian Robinson ground and pound like last week, where he gets massive amount of carry, 28 carries or some shit. He was running back 1 on the week. You're not going to see that this game. This is going to be Sam Howell having to open it up, pass attempts over 50, 55, around that area. And I needed Jahan Dotson to show up here one of these weeks. He has not done anything through the first 2 weeks. I know Terry McLaurin didn't week 1 either, and they got the win. Terry McLaurin got a huge touchdown catch against Surtain in the end zone, contested. That was impressive with the turf toe. I think he's getting healthier. I think this is a smash play. Terry McLaurin's definitely going to be on my must start list. Jahan Dotson I still like a lot. Like, I just need him to show up so I can like pump him up. But Curtis Samuel is also seeing a lot of value too. He had 8 targets week 1. He kind of got shut down last week because it was pure run game. They gave him a couple reverses. But Curtis Samuel, if you're in a deep league or injuries, whatever, he could be a nice flex play too. I'm not on a full sit him on him because I think there's going to be tons of passing volume in this game. I was pumping up all offseason, baby. Nico Collins and the Texans head to Duval County to play the Jags. Nico Collins right now, folks, is wide receiver 6 overall on the season. I wouldn't have gone that high. I mean, I was high on him going in, but I wasn't like, this guy's going to be a superstar level. Dude, CJ Stroud just pure looks at him every time. It's insanity. And they're always going to be down. This should be another game where they're down. The volume should be high. Robert Woods has had massive receptions. He's had 48% target share in week 1, 31% in week 2. That when you throw that many passes, you're going to see tons of target share. Tank Dell had a pop-off game, and everyone thought it was let's grab him off the wire. I don't know if I'm startable on Robert Woods or Tank Dell unless you're in a super deep league. But Nico Collins is a blast to the moon, man. I love Nico Collins. Heading down to the Jags here, Calvin Ridley was literally 2 touchdown catches. Were a millimeter tippy toe away. He had a 5-point week, and everyone started to freak out. The count, dude. He literally had 2 touchdowns that were a toe tip, man. So he could have had a 25-point game, and everyone would be back on it. He is the guy, man. Christian Kirk was on my must start last week. That was a hit. But this week, I'm not going to put Christian Kirk on a must start or Zay Jones as I'd put it on yellow because they could catch a touchdown in this game. I feel like the Jags get ahead and they use ETN and Tank and they run the clock out in this game. But I mean, the problem with Christian Kirk is he doesn't play unless it's a 3-wide set. I don't see many 3-wide sets being an effect here with the Colts or with the Texans. I should have made a bold call and put him in red, but I'll leave him in yellow for now. Russell Wilson. I wonder how many people lost or won their matchups last week on that stupid Hail Mary tip catch that gave him 30 points. I know one person in my league did. But the Jerry Jeudy show is coming right now. If you didn't listen to my video last week and buy now or try to trade for him, this is your last chance right here. I'm telling you right now. Jerry Jeudy is going to go off versus the Miami Dolphins secondary. 20-plus points. He's going to be one of my must starts. 20 is pretty bold. I'll go like 17. But I am super high on Jerry Jeudy this week. I'm never a Cortland Sutton fan, but I feel like the volume in this game is going to be through the roof for these receivers, just like that Texans game I was talking about. Marvin Mims is Russell Wilson's new Tyler Lockett, man. This guy only had 2 catches and like 120 yards, just bombs away. Looked like a speedster. He could even be a flex play. His volume is not that great, but if you're looking for a DFS cheap dart throw or something, Marvin Mims is nice. To the Dolphins, unbelievable. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Tua. I preached it all year. He's going to win MVP if he stays healthy. Leading the league in passing yards, QBR, completion percentage. He's just flat out good, man. If he doesn't have a concussion and doesn't get hurt, that's just nothing else to say. No one can really say anything. He is that dude, man. Tyreek Hill may go for 2,000. I mean, he's going to draw Sertan this week. That ain't going to matter, dude. Tyreek Hill, it doesn't matter who it is. He's like Justin Jefferson, and I guess I can't say Chase right now. He's like Justin Jefferson, matchup proof. There's no, Jalen Waddle, same thing. With Tyreek Hill out there, he's matchup proof no matter who it is. Always must start wide receivers. The most impressive team to me, even though they're 0-2, is the Patriots. I did not think they would be in games like this. I did not think that Mac Jones would have the most pass attempts, the most pass completions, 7th in touchdowns, QB 7, the best pass percentage, or completion percentage on deep balls. Like, what is going on? Mac Jones found his groove 100%, and I'm gonna have to put him in green and yellow here, even though they're going against the Jets, because they're not going to run against the Jets. Let's be honest. Like, Ramondre is going to be catching balls. He may get like 40 yards on the ground. Just had like 15 carries. I don't see nothing special there. But Kendrick Bourne saw 9 targets last week. But the problem with Kendrick Bourne is he went from 92% snap share in week 2 to 60% when Devontae Parker came back. And Devontae Parker went to 100%. He never came off the field. So it is adamantly known who the wide receiver 1 is in New England, and that is Devontae Parker. If he is on your wire, you should be targeting him. He's going to see a ton of volume. Juju just looks slow to me. I don't know if that knee is done or whatever. They said it was like blown out in the preseason, but he looks really sluggish for his young age. He's only 24. I mean, he's like, just get healthy, man. Just, if you got to sit it out to come back. Don't keep playing on it. The Jets. Man, Zach Wilson is quarterback, guys. If you didn't see last week and you own Garrett Wilson or you own Breece Hall, I guess Breece Hall is kind of like a hold. He's a nice, safe play. Or Dalvin Cook, get out now. I mean, it's not going to get any better. You've seen this before. You keep hoping for something else to change. It's like Kyle Pitts. It's not going to happen. Cut bait. Like, package them together with someone, whoever you can, to, try and bolster a different spot or something. Or maybe you have a Jets fan or something in your league. It's over, man. If you had Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson was going for 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns. Now that he has Zach Wilson, I'd be surprised. I know he cracked 1,000 last year. I guess the extra game helps, but like 900. He had 2 receptions last week, man, and they were down the whole game. 2. I mean, and he got a broken coverage touchdown to save everyone's day that started him. It is not good looks at all. Give me all red on all the Jets. Except I'll give like Breece Hall. If you watch my running back video, I gave Breece Hall a yellow, I think. But man, it's going to be tough to watch. This game I'm interested to kind of watch. The Saints and the Packers. So Chris Olave is the guy. I mean, he's a must start every week. He looks so smooth running his routes, like an old like Jerry Rice kind of like swag to him. Michael Thomas is going to be on my must start wide receiver this week in my top 5. I like him a ton. Rashid Shaheed even gets volume, man. He has any chance of breaking a deep ball. He still got 8 points last week. And you're going to have Jair on Chris Olave. So, I mean, that's a plus. King will guard Michael Thomas, but he's kind of getting not the same. Christian Watson practicing fully today from the hamstring. He is back. That is the only reason I have Jaden Reed in red off a big game. But honestly, Jaden Reed might be coming for Dobbs' job. We don't really know yet. So until I see that play out, I'm going to go Romeo Dobbs as a play 2 in green and Jaden Reed in red. But Christian Watson, I can't wait to see. I was so high on this guy. I have him in 3 leagues, and he's just been sitting on my bench. And he's finally back. He's ready to rock. This game is going to be very interesting. I think the Packers are going to beat him, man. I think Green Bay is going to take it to him. Jordan Love's looked a lot better. I'm actually, this is one of the games I'm like targeting to watch. Speaking of the game that I'm targeting to watch, this is my favorite game of the week to watch. Not because the receivers, guys, because the running backs, but this is going to be another must start wide receiver for me. Drake London coming off 15 points last week, and they were ahead the whole time. That is a super plus. Matt Collins obviously going to be in the red. But the Falcons in this game aren't going to have that Arthur Smith ability to, I think, run the clock out or run the ball 45 carries like last week. They're going to have to, open up Desmond Ridder a little bit, which is why this week I'm a little higher on Kyle Pitts than normal. Hopefully he can maybe get a catch here or there. But Drake London, 31% target share last week in minimal throws. So let's open this playbook up when you're behind the Lions here, if they get behind. I mean, if the Falcons are for real and they're ahead in this game, I'll be kind of surprised. But I think Drake London has a big game right here, guys. I'm going to say back-to-back 10-plus points for Drake London here. I like him a lot versus the Lions, especially with Gardner Johnson out for the season now. I mean, you have to, it's all green. Everything has points to must start for Drake London. Lions side, I'm on Ross St. Brown. He's got to be due for one, like soon. Like I know he's nagged by injury right now. He's supposed to play. He's still questionable heading in. The Sun God was my favorite target coming in, and it's not really fully happening, but it's decently happening. I guess he's in the run, but man, if you're gonna try and catch like Jefferson or Tyreek Hill, you're gonna need a 30 bomb here, bro. So obviously he's a must start every week. That's a guarantee. I left Jameson Williams here in red. I know he's out for 6 weeks. Just something to start thinking about coming up here. We're about 4 weeks away. I think when you have an IR guy or a suspended guy, it's about week four, 2 weeks ahead. Someone will grab him, so you should think about that. Josh Reynolds, you can flex play this guy weekly, and I never would have thought that heading into the season. He was one of my bold predictions for a 40-yard touchdown week 1. He got shoestring tackled. I almost hit a crazy call on that one. But Josh Reynolds come up with a 20-point game, 2 touchdowns, and Amon-Ra is going to draw all the attention, kind of like a Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers situation, and Josh Reynolds is taking advantage of it. So honestly, when I'm saying Jameson Williams, think about picking him up week 4, Dude, I don't even know if Jameson Williams gets this job back, dude. Josh Reynolds looks really good. I think he definitely shouldn't be on your wire. You should definitely pick him up. If a 10-man league, probably not, but 12 plus for sure. Josh Reynolds is a flex play this week. We're gonna get wild here. Seattle, Carolina, or Carolina headed to Seattle. Adam Thielen, everyone's on the hype train after last week. Okay, but the Panthers are so bad. This is a game where I'm putting them both in yellow again because I think the Panthers will be way behind in this game. They look bad, very bad. I don't want to own any piece of the Panthers, just like I don't want to own any piece of the Jets right now. It's gonna be rough. But the plus side for the Panthers is they stopped the run pretty well. So I am gonna go all 3 green here. 30-point. This is gonna be a bold prediction, by the way. 30 points will come from the 3. I should probably go bolder than that, like 35 or 40 points will come from the wide receiver trio as one. So I'm going all green, and Jay Season is going to find his first touchdown of the season in this game. The highest scoring game of the week for last. I love it. The Chargers and the Vikings. KJ Osborne is also going to be on my bold prediction, but I'll get to that in a second. Keenan Allen is the guy. He was drafted as a wide receiver 2. I tweeted that it was crazy all year. He's always a wide receiver 1 as long as he's healthy. And all the injury comments of, oh, he's missed so many games. He has not missed that many games. He just gets knick-knacked injury. It's, he might miss half or something. That happens to him. But when he is out there, he is unguardable even at his old age. It doesn't matter. He's so good at running a route and cutting and getting in front of you and knowing the game. It's a beauty to watch, man. Mike Williams is due for a big one. And the Vikings defense is terrible, guys. So is the Chargers. That's why you want every piece of this game. I almost put Josh Palmer in green or Quentin Johnson in green just to go crazy, but I didn't do it. I mean, this is going to be 38, 35, 35, 33, 30, 33. It's going to be over 60 points in my opinion. You want every piece of this game. Running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. All of it are nice plays. I'm going to go Justin Jefferson as my overall number 1 top scorer of the week, including all positions. I think he's averaging 24 points a game without scoring a touchdown. I mean, he's about to go off this game. Give me 30 plus for Jettas. Jordan Addison has become a flex start automatically, going from 62% snap share to 78% snap share. He's probably going to get 80, 85 this game, and that is just massive value that you like. KJ Osborne is still playing 92% of the snaps, which was crazy to me. And KJ Osborne is going to catch a touchdown this game. It's just going to happen. There's going to be so many points. Jet is going to draw it. I know it. I'm feeling a KJ Osborne bomb. It's going to be a bold prediction. I like everyone in this game. I mean, you could honestly even say I like Quentin Johnson, but he hasn't done it yet. But this is going to be a highly, highly shootout game where the points are flying, and I like every single piece of it. That is it for my wide receiver week 3 stardom sit-em, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like the content, like and subscribe. Scroll down there. Help your boy out. If you have any questions about wide receivers, trades, running backs, quarterbacks, tight end, anything like that, drop them in the comments. I love talking fantasy football. I will be live tomorrow before the kickoff for the Niners-Giants game. We'll do stardom, sit-ems, who I like for the games, DFS plays, whatever it is. And then I will be doing my stardom, sit-em tight end tomorrow, and that'll be it for my long YouTube videos, and I'll start pumping out some shorts after that. This is my week 2 of doing this. I love this, so thank you guys for all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Have a good one. Peace.